What's up, Cancer? This is going to be your February 2019 reading. My name is Camille, and you are watching Millennial Tarot. Before we get into the cards, I just wanted to say I'm doing $10 readings. So if this reading resonates and you want more drilling down into your situation, and if this reading does not resonate, both of those things, just invitations to hit me up and get some more deets on your specific life. I don't know why I'm meandering. I will leave my email and website below. You can get in touch with me either way. So I'm going to get into what is happening for Cancers. I'm going to shuffle this way because my wrist hurts and see what is coming up for you, February. February is an interesting month for you because it's Aquarius season, which you fare poorly in most of the time. That air season is, that air life is alien to you. You guys are water, you guys are heart, not really head. Thinking with your emotions, not with your logic. That's the way you guys are. That's your brilliance. But then the other half of February is this place where you excel because it's Pisces season, your fellow water sister. And so February is always this jumble of interest for you guys, I've noticed. So I'm going to go within. Let me do one big shuffle and see what is coming up for Cancers this February. What are the messages for the Cancers watching my video? The little crabs watching my video. What are the messages? Okay, let's bring it in. Nice. Interesting. Okay. Going to pull some, what came up? Fake friends. Fake friends. I'm going to pull clarity here. Fake friends, fake people, fakeness. Nice. Nice. All right, we're coming to the reading with the energies of the Three of Cups. We move here into the Judgment card. What stays, what goes, like big time reckoning. Then we have the Eight of Cups, walking away probably from what the Judgment card has asked you to let go of. But in the end, all is fair, all is right, all is just. Major Arcana Libra. What is done in fairness. Both in your life and both karmically. Everything will work itself out. And then, how do I know that? Because your bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. So, fake friends came up because this Three of Cards also always represents this socialness. It sometimes represents that third house. Friends and siblings and acquaintances and teammates and the people that we spend our lives with on a daily basis, a community basis. And the Three of Cups is this card of socialness. It's this card of being out, being about. The Three of Cups also represents third parties. So for some Cancers, let me just go ahead and itch my nose for good here. Sorry. I'm burning an incense, and it's like right there. So that was a bad idea. Third party situations. Third party situations looks like the classic extramarital affair, cheating. For some of you, there could have been around, again, I'm saying this for every video, around the Leo full moon, super blood moon, the Leo eclipse, the last of which we will have. The 21st of January and the 20th of January, there could have been this unveiling of secrets, this unveiling of information that was otherwise withheld. And for some of you, that could have been, frankly, you were being cheated on in a love relationship. The Three of Cups is third parties. Now, for others of you, it doesn't have to be strictly third party or strictly cheated on. It could be you're in a social situation where one person is throwing everything off. Three is not a card of balance. Though it is a card of celebration here, there could have been some fun happening, and we'll get into that. But the three can also represent, there's one thing here that's not like the others, and it needs to go. So any type of unbalance you're feeling in any type of relationship, it could have been a relationship with your coworkers or your job, or you're looking for new places to work, and around the full moon you found out that they were interviewing other people. Just other people messing with what should just be a you and one-on-one type thing. So the Three of Cups also represents friendships. It represents the people we cohort with on a daily basis, like I alluded to. And so it does represent just friends in general. But when we have this Three of Cups and then these three of people, this 3 and 3 in the Judgment card, it represents that something was amiss in your friendship. Something was amiss maybe in your family, because it could represent siblings. Something's just amiss there. And you need to pull the final judgment on it. And I'm saying this for all signs, and especially for you, because we have this walking away card. There really needs to be an evaluation of who is staying and who's leaving. Who can ascend to hell and get the hell away from you, and who can ascend to the heaven of your life and be with you on this journey. So there's this reckoning around the people that you're choosing to spend your life with. And I said fake friends. That was what came up. It's these people that appear to add value to your life. And when you look deeper, you realize that they aren't valuable at all. It's like when you think you see money on the ground, and then it ends up just being a foiled covered piece of disgusting chocolate. It's like the veneer of what you thought someone or something was becomes very clear to you and erodes, and you see the true value. And so for you, Cancers, it's all about the value of people. Some of you might have just lost friends, lost coworkers, and the final judgment card is just this life saying sometimes people go and they need to go. You don't know where they're going off to, you don't know how they'll be treated or what their life path is, but sometimes this Three of Cups and the Judgment card could just represent people yanked from your life. But for most of you, it's this, you need to yank people out of your life yourself. And the Judgment card offering you this opportunity, especially around the eclipse, where you might have found out unsavory things about people, or unsavory things about people reached ahead at this point. You could have known, but around the eclipse, it just got to a point where you're like, I'm not going to take this anymore. And the Judgment card is asking you to look upon these people, almost like a panel of people. Think of all the people who are really close to you and picture them in your mind and ask, does this person add value to my life? And the reason it's value is because we have cups, and you are a water sign. So is this person emotionally additive, or is this person emotionally subtractive? Is this person adding to my Cancerian emotional life in a way that is good or bad? And having to really make the call and to do it now, because the more you allow people to be in your life that aren't respecting of your time, respecting of your emotions, respecting of your dreams, just respecting of you or just water in general, who don't respect you, the more it degrades our quality of life. So this isn't like, oh, I'm just going to push you to the outer rings of my solar system. No, you want to get them out of your galaxy in general. Because we can't have things going haywire in our solar system and then expect everything to stay in orbit perfectly. You need to eject them totally. For you, for your sake mostly, and for their sake, because they need to be ejected into a galaxy where they're going to be welcome, right? So they want to play games with your life. They are free to go ahead and do that somewhere else, but they're not going to do it here. And so who stays, who goes? What relationship stays, what relationship goes? I'm getting this is highly people. This is a person reading. But for some Cancers, it could be a situation or a job, or value, judgment, or just a place where you are in yourself, behaviors and thoughts and patterns that need to go. Emotional patterns probably, because we have a lot of cups here. So if you drink too much, or if you're sad too much, or if you do the pity party thing that Cancers love to do too much, that could be up for review. Maybe you have to cut that out. So look within you and look around you about what needs to go. And I'm getting, the Judgment card is always this big, hard, big deal thing. So I'm not getting that, you have a pesky neighbor and you need to just stop talking to them. I'm getting that this is someone you've let into your orbit, right? You let into your inner space, your outer space, that you've let into your life. That could be a family member, that could be a person, and you've built up a life considering them being in it. So you've built in the direction of them being in your life. So a lot of you, this is a relationship, And the reason I'm saying that is because the Eight of Cups is you invested emotionally in this. You invested emotionally in this person or in this situation. You stacked up the cups, and then when you stacked them up, you looked at them and you're like, oof, dang, this doesn't look good. Or I thought this would bring me satisfaction. And that's the Eight of Cups, is walking away from someone or something you thought would bring you emotional satisfaction. But doing the damn thing. That's why I love the Eight of Cups, because the Eight of Cups is always like, oh man, it didn't work out, right? But you're taking the laboring oar to stack your cups, see why it didn't work out, doing a stiff upper lip and being like, okay, and making a big old U-turn. So you're taking the action to walk away from something that does not serve you into the direction of things that do. And though that recalibration can be very jarring, it's like, say you're going down a road and you're like, I can see the destination there, and then all of a sudden your GPS says take the next U-turn, and you're like, wait a minute, that's the destination. But the GPS or life or the universe is like, nah, go ahead and make that U-turn. That's the Eight of Cups. That's that energy. It's putting your effort into this one thing, one situation, this one aspect of life, only to really have to do an about face and do a complete 180 away from it for your own health. And I'm getting, for some of you, it's not like this was making me happy always. It's this realization that it wasn't making you happy. So you're not walking away from something that really brought you joy in the present and walking away from it. It's walking away from something that you thought would bring you joy, and then you found out some shit about it, and you're like, well, bye. So clarifying that is the Libra card of Justice. The Libra is a further confirmation that this has to do with the relationship, because Libra has a correspondence to the 7th house of relationships and one-on-one, and how a party of 3 ruins that one-on-one connection, or just how generally how you interface with people in your life, in your social circles. And, that's an indication there, relationships, to look at them if you haven't. So maybe some of you haven't found out. Maybe for some of you, it doesn't have to be this big, ugly thing was opened up for you and you're forced to confront it. Maybe for some of you, it's been building up over time, and by February, you're like, yeah, I should probably stop. I should probably not do that. I should probably not have that person in my life anymore. So it doesn't have to be like a big rug was pulled out from under you. It could just be this nagging feeling of, over time, this person sucks, or this situation sucks. And they might not have changed at all, or things could have been going on the regular modus operandi, operating schedule. Things could be normal. But you've just reached this place where you're like, all right, I'm done with you personally. You did nothing to me. I've allowed you to be in my life for all these years, months, weeks, days, and nothing really changed on your half, but I've changed, and I've decided I need to walk away. So for some of you, it doesn't have to be this big, devastating things that happens or that you found out. For some of you, it could be. For some of you, it's really just this internal knowing that I need to walk away from this. And out from that, you get harmony, you do get balance, you do get fairness. And whenever the Justice card comes up to correct something, it means that things were unjust. Things were not fair. And so balance is returned, justice is returned into your life through eliminating the people who don't treat you fairly or don't treat you justly. Your bottom of the deck is the 10 of Cups. So all of these readings have pretty much been something goes down, there's a period of wallowing or despondency, but in the end, the universe offers you something that you couldn't even fathom. It offers you something so good and so awesome that what you're leaving behind seems stupid. So if you're driving down that road and you thought that castle was your destination and you're asked to make a U-turn, you see the castle receding in your rear view mirror, and then by the time you pay attention to where you're going, you have like an entire expansive kingdom. And you thought you were going to get this castle or this tower or this person, and then you're rerouted into something that's far grander. And so that is the story of the 10 of Cups here, coming in to say, the person you had to leave behind, the people you had to leave behind, the emotional patterns you had to leave behind, the situation that you had to leave behind, in comparison to the 10 of Cups, is small pennies. So don't be too distressed over this, Cancer. And don't be too in your feelings about it, and fake friends and all the the feelings that evokes within us, these people that just aren't becoming of us. Don't spend too much time there. You know, you can stack up your cups, you can be bitter about it, you can say, you can look at it and be very clear about what went wrong and let that stir you, but let it stir you in a new direction. And to know that what comes out of things falling apart is things coming together in a grand, much grander way than you could have imagined. All right? So this has been my reading for you, Cancer. I hope you have gotten some peace and clarity from it. Of course, if you need anything else from me, I am one personal reading away. Just hit me up via my email or via my website, and I would be happy to do that for you. Until then, I will see you bright and early in March.